Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I want to do another video on an effect that is commonly overlooked, and in this case we're going to be talking about erosion and how you can use it to recreate the high end of a sound and to get a better high end so that it's easier to mix it and it's also a little bit more interesting. So without further ado, let's get right into the tutorial. Alright, so here we have a lead sound. And what I've done here for the example is I've just removed all of the high end, but if I play it without this, you can hear there isn't really a lot going on in the high end. But with the filter, there's even less stuff going on here. So it's not very interesting in the high end. So you can use erosion here in this case to get some of that high end back. For example, here we're using erosion on sine mode. And that will introduce kind of like a bit crushed effect. The cool thing about this bit crush effect with erosion is that you can set the amount, so you can set how much of that stuff goes in. For example, you can set an extreme amount here to get a lot of high end. And you can also set the frequency. So if we play it like this, you can see you can do a whole bunch of cool different things with this sine. Not just in the high end, you can maybe bring it down to the mid-range as well. But for the high end, this is really cool because not only can you set the amount of kind of this bit crust effect that you get, but you can also set the frequency in a way that, for example, the little spikes that it creates with this effect don't clash with, for example, your hi-hats or the click of your kick or whatever you have that sits in your track while this is playing. So this is an easy mixing tool. So a combination like this where you have an EQ kind of cutting off the high end and then an erosion to reintroduce that high end in a controlled manner is very useful. The other mode that it uses is the white noise mode. So for example, here we have a white noise version and you can mix these two together very easily. For example, in this example here, we're using both of them. And you can kind of match them until you have a high end that kind of fits well. I haven't found a lot of differences between the white noise and the noise, other than that the white noise is obviously stereo. So this should be mono sound. Let's test that theory by removing all the stereonizing effects here. Yeah, you can hear that this is a stereo noise, so the noise in the left channel is generated and then the noise in the right channel is generated, and they don't have to be the same, therefore creating a stereo effect, whereas these use both the same noise. So you can have a mono-compatible version of this as well, which is also very interesting. It allows you to, for example, add some more high-end, mono-compatible high-end to some hi-hats or stuff like that. But the main power comes in, as I said, when you're combining these. So again, fine-tuning these things can really help get you some cool high-end. So for example, in this case, what I'm trying to do here is with this erosion, I'm generating those large peaks. And then I kind of want to fill in the space between the main sound and that first peak that's generated. So now we have a very crispy high end, but the spectrum is nicely divided and it also sounds very cool. So that's the basics of erosion. There's not a whole bunch of things going on with it. It's very simple to use effect, but if you use it well, you can really redefine the high end of a lead sound, but also effect sounds and stuff like that. And yeah, it's a really powerful tool that often goes overlooked in Ableton. So I hope this helps you get inspired and make some cool sounds out of that. With that being said, if you like this video, feel free to leave the like, that helps a lot. And if you're new here, please subscribe. For now, I'm just pre-recording some of these videos here with about these effects, and I will be doing a few of them so that I have some stuff pre-recorded before I move to Italy, which will be happening in a week. And then once I'm back in Italy, I'll get back into the things and maybe do some more complex videos and some longer ones as well. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless, even though it's a little bit of a short video. And bye bye.